everybody, it's Chris Eads, better known online as Wootini, here with another Gay Gamer video podcast, starting with a quick movie review. I went to see X, which is the new horror film from Ty West, and I really enjoyed it. The premise is a group of aspiring pornographers rent a cottage on a Texas farmhouse from an elderly couple and shoot their porno movie. But of course the elderly couple are, they have some issues, let's say, and things go extremely off the rails. Like all of Ty West's other movies, it is another slow burn, but it's not so bad because the whole first hour, it's like everyone's really good. Like the script is really sharp and it's funny and the characters are entertaining, so you don't mind spending all this time with these people before everything goes south in the last half hour or so. And it helps make the characters a little more sympathetic so that you actually sort of are like, ah, when something gruesome happens to them. And ooh, it is gruesome. It is extremely gruesome. But I also appreciate that, because in horror movies, sex equals death, always. But here, he takes that old adage and puts a twisted spin on it, and everything, like the sex and the death is all intertwined, and it's super disturbing and very unsettling. And I also appreciate that the movie occasionally zags when you expected it to zig, if you know what I mean. So there were some surprises that made me go, ooh, I didn't see that coming. Like, keeps you on your toes, which I appreciate. It's not predictable. So if you like some gruesome horror that's a little bit twisted and disturbing, X is the movie for you. If not, steer clear, because, hoo boy. As for games, I continue to play Horizon Forbidden West, obviously. I actually went and did a bunch of side quest stuff just to, clear up some side quests and whatever. And then I decided, okay, now I'm going to go back on the main quest. But of course, heading out to where I gotta go to do the main quest, I run into all kinds of other side quests and things along the way. And, oh, here's a rebel camp, let me just take them out, whatever. But I ran across this side quest that I'm like, oh, well, it's on the way, let me just do this side quest that's been sitting in there for a while, and I'll just get around to it now. And on this side quest, killed some machines, then there was a second area, and there were some really big machines, and they totally killed me. And I was like, whoops. Because it's one thing when it's like a big machine and a bunch of small machines, because you can take out the small machines and that's fine, and then you can work on the big machine. But there were two big ones that just kicked my ass. And when the game restarted, I went back again and noticed that their health was depleted somewhat. I'm not sure if it was like halfway, but it was substantial. And I was like, wait, is that as far as I got them down when I died? And they just kept it there? Even though I get to respawn, but they don't, and they get to keep only the health that I left them with? Or is this the game's way of being like, okay, you struggled with that one, so we'll lower their health for you to help you out and make it a little easier for you? I don't know which it is. Not that it was easier, because that one machine was still a complete bitch to kill. I did do it on the second try, though. And there's still more left to this side quest, so I'm a little concerned if it continues escalating, I'm going to be in big trouble. But I don't know if that was the game's way of helping me somehow. I haven't really noticed that before, and I haven't seen anything about that online anywhere. I should Google around and see if there's something going on there. Because I appreciate it. I don't mind. It's fine. There is one other thing that I want to complain about, though, about Horizon Forbidden West, is that I have not really been able to do a lot of upgrading to my weapons and armor, because to upgrade my current armor or the weapons that I'm currently using, I need some rare machine parts. And I was actually surprised, a recent merchant that I saw, I was like, what have you got over here? Like, And I was like, oh, I actually need that piece. Let me buy 2 of those so that I can upgrade my bow if I can find this other piece. So I'm wondering if there might be other merchants where you can get some of this stuff, but for the majority of it, it seems like you've really got to get it from killing the machine. And the problem is that once you kill a machine, all of its parts are destroyed. So you have to shoot the part off the machine before you kill it, which is a whole other level of annoying. It's just one more thing to have to worry about while you're trying to survive and stay alive. And on smaller machines, sure, that's fine, no problem. But on the big ones, it's like, I'm just trying to survive here. Like, shooting off a tail while trying to stay alive is not really easy to pull off, for me anyway. So I do wish there were alternate ways that I could get these machine parts so that I could upgrade my weapons and armor. Because I would like to upgrade these things. I think it would help, but we'll see. It's just sort of annoying. I'm not really crazy about the rareness of the rarity, sorry, that's the word, of the machine parts, but whatever. I'm also playing Animal Crossing, and I've been thinking recently how I still have not bought the Happy Home Paradise DLC. I just haven't felt the need for it. They released it at the same time they released the big New Horizons update, which had all that new content with like new furniture and new cooking recipes and new villagers and new everything. And there was so much to do and enjoy that I was like, oh, I'll just get the DLC later, once I've used up all of this and it's boring again. Not that it's ever boring, but once I get into the routine and it's just doing my normal routine and nothing new, I'm not finding anything new, then I would get the DLC. But I'm starting to settle into that routine, but I still don't feel like I want the DLC yet. I'm not like ready for it. I don't know. It's also weird because as opposed to on the 3DS, where it was a separate game, Happy Home Designer was like a separate game, this is just DLC. So I would have to start my Animal Crossing game, do my regular Animal Crossing rounds, then go and play Happy Home Paradise and design some rooms for people. So it's like weird. It's like I'd almost rather it be a separate game, but it's not. But I don't know. Also, I did enjoy Happy Home Designer, but it wasn't as much fun as the real Animal Crossing. So, like, I enjoy the interaction in Animal Crossing, and I wasn't so into the designing that it was super fun for me. So I'm also kind of like, will I really enjoy this DLC? I don't know. But at this point, I still don't have it. But there is a part of me that likes having it in reserve, so that at some point when I feel like I need something new in Animal Crossing and they're not doing any more big updates to the main game, I can say, now I can go get that DLC. And then it's like brand new Animal Crossing stuff, and it's nice having that in reserve because you don't know when you're going to get another Animal Crossing. Right now, on the Switch, you probably won't. Like, ever. They'll probably just keep using this. Maybe there might be another big update at some point, but I feel like they're kind of done. But we'll see. But it's nice having Happy Home Paradise in my back pocket, and I can just buy it at some point. And then I'll have new Animal Crossing experiences to have, even though it's not necessarily the Animal Crossing experience that I like to have. Whatever. We'll see. That's enough rambling for this week. Come back next episode for more rambling.